Tell me hard. Shut up, Urban. Why are you always lurking? Why are you always lurking? Why you always lurking? Why you always lurking? Why you always lurking? Did I make a new song, guys? Editing takes a few hours. I have a hug. A hug. Go! Have a hug. They just left, guys. Date. Guys, I promise you, you'll know if I start dating. There will be signs. To give you an idea what we do when we go out, I think the most we talk about is something funny maybe, but for the most part, they're on their phone and I'm on my phone. We're just there because like that's what you do as friends. You try to still keep in contact and stuff. You still try to hang out with your friends.
Boka, you tried the Claude demo? It's fun.
Claude demo? What are you talking about? Post it in Discord. I don't know what you're talking about. I will say this. I have only 99 games on my wish list now. All of them are starting to come out, and it's making me overwhelmingly disconcerted. Ahoy! Oh. No, that's her line. I have to say go go. Go go. So many games I would wish to play. A lot of them are starting to come out now, and it's like starting to like. I'm gonna have another list of lots of games that I'll never play. All the way up to 20. Well, actually, most of the time I just tell people all the way up to 15. You can buy it, and I'll probably play it that week. Try the Dino game. Dino game. God. Right, let's look at this. God, Cole! That looks cool. Why did it suddenly go off of a mix? Weird. Oh, hell. Action, adventure, survival, horror game? How is this like Lethal Company? So weird. There's more than 4 of you here, but a lot of viewers are super lurkers or are busy. Multiplayer? I didn't say it's multiplayer. Oh, wait, there it is. I'm curious about this. That's funny. Is it wrong that I want to play this? Kind of funny. Anyways. I'll give it a shot. Give it a shot. It's like that Hololive game. Guys, who realized that all of those games... I have it still on here, right? I not have it anymore? Oh. It's like Vampire Survivors. That's literally what it is. I'm surprised I have that deleted right now. Vampire Survivors started it. I still need to finish that one. So we're playing either Oblivion or... concept from a mobile game. Here's the thing. It made it not a mobile game, made it cheap, and gave it more passion. Funny how that makes a... That's what is missing from a phone game. Oh, do you want to play Night Rain? Yeah, but it's dollars. Had more content than the free version. They didn't really monetize you. Like some of the DLC, a lot of the DLCs were free. Then it released a few that were paid. And they were only really paid because they were partnered with other, like, things, like... so that, like, the other partners can get money from it. You can. Do you want? In Sound Mind. look at this one too.
I have cake. Not need scales. Give them to me.
You don't need scales? Give them to you? What? Hi, Doctor. How you doing? Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear doctor. Happy birthday to you. Why did I say not? Maybe subconsciously. Maybe subconscious. You're realizing. Wait, did I sound bad? Did I... Happy birthday to you! Bugga Bugga is so very cute! Gah! Gah! What you guys? I like how Wakan is in the YouTube and in the... Thank you guys for double viewing me. Hello. Why do you think I would have played this? It looks like a fever dream of nightmares.
So Limbus Oblivion or Nitrun? Damn, I call one dead to same and die in front of Tama Bokath one haha. Not your nightmare but others' nightmares.
Yeah, I think we're gonna play a little bit of Limbus and then we'll play Night Rain. Does that sound good to you, Oak? How long are you available? We do need to play more Limbus. Then we'll try all these games that we haven't tried yet tomorrow. Build done in tow. What? Yeah, we can play Limbus. It switched over to Limbus, sorry. Died in Ari's arms. Yeah. So we do Walpurgis Night.
명을 받듭니다. 책임은 모두 내가 진다. 뜀박질 시간.
Oh wait, did we already do Walpurgis? We did already do this.
모든 게 전부 엉망이지 않나. 집에 돌아가기 부끄럽군.
I'm killing time.
내가 돌아갈 집이 나만은 있던가.
Let's see. Third victim of this case. This watch factory. Hold on. Obviously gaudy and expensive, meticulously trimmed and shaped moustache. The third victim must be the owner of this factory. Assistant, confirm my deductions. You're right on the money. We're off to a great start. Woohoo. Ahem. Our detectives working on the case. I'm kidding. My name is... I'm not reading that. Not reading that. What? What's going on?
Wait.
If she... Drew is a fast talker. Talking way faster than Marcel did when
That's
he
German.
did those chickens. Wait, he was speaking German?
Sarcasm.
Oh. He's talking so fast, it's like someone pressed a fast forward button on in him or something. I can't understand a word thing coming out of his mouth. Someone who has a lot of time. What's that supposed to mean? The average Chiefs Corps citizen has about 20 to 20 hours in a day. But you might also run into someone like him, people with plenty of time to spare because they have so much surplus time they can afford to condense 40 to 50 hours into a day. People with fewer hours in a day, it looks as though he's moving 3 times faster than. Someone with that much time could pick their nose in a blink of an eye before anyone has even the chance to catch them in. I gave Rodney a quick look of concern. She had to do something before Ryoshu SH in. A quick look as in brief flicker of flames burning on my cloth. Golem vomit? Would you mind slowing down a bit? I'm just worried that you're at risk of becoming a victim of a completely different, slightly more fatal crime. He shook his head in frustration very rapidly, that is, before activating what appeared to be a voice recorder.
Is this Makino's? Wait, those are not Siphon.
It began to play his voice back to it. Pleased to make your acquaintance. My name is Bumble. I am a proud proprietor of this watch factory. Apologies for this awkward method of communication. My days are 52 hours long. I used the 1 hour days in my heyday, but I've turned for the worse at factoring the 52 hours? It looks it through. You're all talking very, very. I must say it's quite frustrating. But I'm willing to suffer this annoyance as long as you can see this case. You have 52 whole hours to spend in a single day. Yeah, I can't even imagine what that'd be like. Well, I can tell you if you're that curious. It's a very, very full life, I must say. Having more time to spend it in the day means that I can get things done in a day. Sleeping 10 or more hours a night. Having more than 40 hours left to spend. Good sleep really is key to you. I'll let you touch it if you want. Okay. As through an effort to demonstrate, Bumble was constantly zooming around the room, checking his document, calling someone on the phone, and even brushing his teeth while he stood there listening to recordings. IDs. I'm assuming that means I don't care. It was one late evening. Let's see, like always, I was busy walking down the street, had a very, very important meeting to attend, you know. All of a sudden, an attack? No, I just happened to recall that I left bacon on the counter at home. I should have left it covered with District 43's purple salt. My second oldest aunt used to sprinkle that salt all the time. The point. Well, so I stopped briefly at the clock tower and wondering if I should head back home to salt that bacon. That's where the time ripper struck. Clock tower? Each one of the 12 zones at T-Cork has this clock tower that displays the A-Cork standard time scale. Because everyone has different hours to spend in a day, their watches sync with their respective time scales as well. To tell the real objective time, one would have to check the clock tower. Oh, that's... Alright, you two. Focus on the important stuff. Let's see. How about we start with physical description? A fine tailored suit. Fancy for someone called the Time Ripper. Thing? He's talking about himself. This cost me 58 million. Of course it was animated. Comfort was beyond human imagination. Wait, what? How could I forget this impressively yet king? Gosh. Wasn't talking about your own physical description. More chance until I S-Y-N. Oh, you mean the murderer's appearance? Well, let me think. I don't recall anything. It happened so fast. How did it feel to have your own time killed? Not asked him that. She's smiling when she asks it. Nope, it was just...
Tama, you did that, or was that me?
I missed my very important appointment thanks to that. I'll have you know. I suffered so much damages. Yeah, 100 hours? You lost a whole week in a blink of an eye? Nope, 100 hours for me. Days, or so, no, you have no idea how much I lost because of days. Ripping away able something like that would certainly win or loads of prize money that comes with it. T-Corp really values and some people say that once upon a time T-Corp's executive director himself showed up to bestow the awards. I guess once an adventure, always an adventure. I see that he probably wanted others to... I've seen the ceremony once and he was the autographs. Ryoshi deserves to know if there's a fun method, like the metaphysical level of pain, if you ever wanted to distress someone in T-Court. Cut her some slack, Dante. Murder is her passion and hobby in life. I know, right? Maybe we're looking for an inventor who received an award for that tech. What? I'm North. Hi, Flower. Have I seen the Wild Purgus trailer? No, we're gonna watch it after we get done with this. If it's up. But every invention at T-Corp needs to be sure to get tech. Of course, not without a few exceptions. There was a time when a rogue group of inventors called the League of Nine Literateurs made some inventions that they neglected to register. And wow, what a mess that was. Every single corner of T-Corp was up in arms. Everyone dashed about in a panic, making a mess, holding important meetings, while I... that quickly. I can't imagine how hard it must have been for you things. Alright. So, is there anything like that registered in Corp's tech agency? Nope. First time I'm hearing about anything like it. You could have started there, you know? What if it's a power granted by the distortion? Meanwhile, Ryoshi, who's totally completely uninterested in the conversation, stared off into the distance. Looked out the factory window, let out another puff of smoke before muttering quietly to her. Haha, man, what a mess. Oh boy, we're glad those guys aren't around, eh? Hides, he's saying, sides the lamp with a blanket. No killer, no corpses. Well, yeah, no one's actually dead. Don't know where the killer is. Could be, someone who took a liking to my very expensive, I must say. Disagree, your suit's shit. I agree with Ryoshi. Looks dumb. She actually got him to record all. Besides, if I really wanted to kill you, why would you? I have to be able to move as fast as you. I won't be able to get a good aim at your vitals otherwise. Ryoshi strode toward him before really breaking into a charging sprint. Rapid stumbled back in terror, but Ryoshi was fast enough to close the distance and press her scabbard to his neck, despite the severity and time. Yeah! Just like this. I thought she was actually about to beat the crap out of him with that scabbard. That'd be case closed, All we'd have to do is press Ryoshi. He scared the heck out of me, Well, I suppose the feeling didn't really stab me in the vitals or whatever. It did appear all of a sudden, just like you did, I see. So the killer isn't just running around ripping time away from random people left and right. Yes, the killer's going specifically for That. ASS. The void left behind by Sinclair's absence, which was much bigger than I thought. I love that Ryoshi realizes I don't understand all of them, so she's like, I meant that annoying, stupid dash. It's not having that kid here is frustrating. Oh wait, can you think of a single person who hates someone like me? I can think of more than a few. I say that must have been the work of some bandit who wouldn't try on my tailored. I'm gonna take your suit from you. Oh, what about your employees? Lady Agatha's book says that to find the culprit, we must first look at the victim's immediate circle. I have no idea if that book Don Quixote gave us earlier is actually helping, but I tell you, I love Ryoshi. I need to get a good, decent Sinclair. Luke can't seem to be able to tear his eyes away from it. I should check it out, too. Once we get back to the bus. Yeah, that works. And the culprit has to be someone who hates her so much. Enough to take. That seems quite implausible. As you can... But the laborers at this factory... We're all working so slowly, like they're moving through molasses. Most factory laborers like them rather short 10-hour days, most of which they spend at their job factories anyway. Listen up, everyone. Our output gains only 12% growth compared to last month's growth. Have I not impressed upon you all how important this is? We'll be falling behind profit margin projections at this rate. Bumble hollers at the bin. Laborers very, very slowly turn their heads to look up at the factory, and even the simplest action takes a long time to complete. Boss. Work. Faster. Ew, how bothersome, Less complaining, more assembling, your times effectively. Chop, You have no idea how frustrating it has been for me as of late, You can't believe the Time Ripper is a Redditor who hates capitalism but is actually doing damn and are competent enough to make a change. Wow. Did you even know that the next batch of cogs have stopped all of a sudden? We could understand him thanks to recorder next to us, but everyone out of earshot would have no chance of understanding whatever he's talking about. Talking way too fast for them to understand, you know that? How do you expect them to understand? So, it's not me fast as them or too slow. Only hustlers and bitty bees like myself make the best of their time can rise above the rest of this chaotic, bustling city. What? Oh, that's a load of... How are they supposed to hustle or make time best of their times when they're practically nailed to the floor? What time? Rhonda, hey, I don't think someone like him will understand what you're talking about. He was born and raised in T-Corp after all. Hey, assistant, you're a class 5 employee, right? Aren't you supposed to be a big shot? Are you serious? Anything normal about all this? Normal? You're detectives. Happen to be returning from a round trip across every nest in this all the way from A to Z. Can you confidently say that you have seen all there is? Not really, but... And give this idea a thought, why don't you? That notion of what is normal is just a mirage conjured by the downtrodden and the suffering. That is to say that suffering is just a part of life, and regardless of which nest you're in. I don't see any suffering in that mug of Mr. 50-hour days right there. Such harsh words. I have my share of pain, I'll have you know. I've been waiting for something to get finished for a while. You know how much of a pain it is to wait for something but also have so much time in your day? It's so tedious. Bumble gently fixed his moustache and hair before pressing his coat with... He's got Lord Farquaad hair. It makes me want to punch him. Alright, let's watch this. I think, let me, yep.
보시게! 사랑과 평화를 수호한 자들의 이야기가 여기에 적혀있지! 바로 우리 마법소...
Who's that? That's obviously Don Quixote.
녀들 같지 않은가? 사랑과 정의 이름으로 지금 이곳에 등장! 정의 이름으로! 자, 진정들 하시게! 이 몸이 등장했으니! 환상체 탈출 제압, 격리실 관리, 정신이 나가버린 직원 제압, 무엇이든지 좋네! 본인이 틀림없이 도움이 될 테니 꼭 부르게! 미안. 전부 본인의 대가를 칠 테인가? 쓰레기 같은 아르카나 놈들!
I'm confused. Is this like, does she come back to life?
아르카나 비트! 사라져라! 무슨 일 있었던 겐가? 해냈네! 다음에도 꼭 본인에게 맡겨주게!
내게 남은 건 너를 처음으로 담당했다는 볼품없는 긍지밖에 없는데 결국 선택받는 건 그쪽이야? 지키기 위해서 요즘 우울해 보인다고? 아니야, 이 에고 장비에 잠깐 젖어들어서 그렇게 보이는 거지. 아니면 이제 밤이니까 좀 센치해진 걸지도 몰라. 그런 거지. 네 눈물로 펴려낸 검이, 그 수십 개의 칼날이 모든 직원들을 상처 입히고 있어. 정말 네가 선택한 그 아이만 아니면.
Wait, it looks like both of them get stronger as the fight goes on. Because the girl starts shooting more lasers, and it looks like she gains more swords.
나머진 다 죽어도 좋다는 거야? 그게 기사야? 기사는 울지 않는다며. 아무것도 남지 마라. 잘 됐네. 이제 여긴 정리하고 다른 쪽 북도를 지원하기로 하자. 제압 보고서는 부탁할게. 나는 좀 쉬고 싶다.
레이저. 아니야, 마이너 아르카나 정도겠지? 조심해. 마이너라고 해도 생각보다 강할 수 있으니까 내가 응원해줄게. 아르카나 비! 안녕, 나는 티페리트야. 반가워. 나도 티페리트야. 게으름 피우지 말고 착실하게 제압에 임해.
I want this
물론
announcer.
잘하겠지만 사랑과 정의의 이름으로 지금 이곳에 등장! 아르카나들이
The Queen of Hatred.
처리하는 거라면 나도 도울게. 정의로운 힘은 합칠수록 강해지는 거니까 잘 부탁해. 당신도 결국 먹혀버렸어. 이건 벗어날 수 없는 굴레인 거야?
Is this what happens if they go break?
이건 위험해. 내 뻥이야? 그래, 분명해. 아까는 생각지 못한 상황일 거야. 기회는 지금. 정의보다 높은 사랑보다 불간장. 운명 속에 파묻힌 그대 이름을 걸고 여기서 비찬 맹세. 우리 앞을 막는 증오스러운 존재들에게 나와 그대의 힘을 합쳐 위대한 사랑의 힘을 보여줄 것을. 아르카나 슬레이머!
WAW level abnormality? Oh, that's what happens if they ego break.
자, 앞당 캐치 성공! 오늘도 정말 멋진 활약이었어. 내일도 또 불러주랴.
That's pretty cool.
아르카나를 처리하지 못한 나는 쓸모없는 존재야. 아니, 어쩌면 내가 선택받은 내가 아니었어서 내가 나섰더라면.
Definitely interesting. Queen of Hatred is WAW, and Dawn is using her ego. Goku's Kamehameha. What the tier above it is crazy.
혈기분들이
내가 필요해?
Cool. I'm gonna use my level up supplement. Okay, Kaka. I think we won't full stop. Extend. Yeah, that's bad.
빨리
Not bad.
끝내고 밥 먹으러 가자고.
Put the script on our line of thought. What kind of people, Radia, think hate rich people? You think would hate rich people like me? Well, except for my family. If I do ever get murdered under various circumstances, I'm willing to bet that it's one of my family members. Or Heathcliff. I love Hongaloo, but sometimes his jokes really catch me off guard. They're so dark sometimes. Dark joke. Holbert went straight for Mumble, but his employees literally can't move fast enough to have done that. None of them look like distortions either. Yes, if the culprit's hiding among those slowpokes, Clock would have noticed it. That narrows the culprit down to someone unrelated to the attackers without much time. Someone's got a bone to pick against.
Tama
Time Red.
BRB, my power goes down for a few minutes.
Or it could be someone who's unhappy about the state of affairs in T-Corp Net. Also, while Dente could be right, this power was granted by a distortion. Power was granted by a distortion. Nothing rules out the possibility that they may be an unregistered
I require the hams.
ham. But I'm hungry. Where's my food? A second. Whether the single paper culprit. Wait, I think I know an organization that might fit that exact description. Nah, no way, I doubt it. They don't ever take drastic action like these back at J-Court. Well, that's some coincidence, isn't it? I happen to know a group of just like them. Sometime later in a certain alleyway. A group of people unhappy with the state of affairs in the net. Perhaps you're looking for the Yoru Bai? Oh, that rings a bell. Isn't your friend the founder of that organization, Rodnia? Rodnia stopped dead in her tracks. Yoru Bai. Here? know something about that organization? I did hear they've been spreading through the nest as of late, but it hasn't been long since they started popping up within T-Corp's quarters. The direct T-Corp employees like myself have been stationed all over the nest to question any suspicion. He thinks it's a real bother. Standing here, all this stop and search. So, what are the Yuri to buy up to around here? All kinds of stuff that petty thieves get up to. Doing things like time or money. Well, I did hear that they also do some pro bono detective work for people who can't afford the time or money to hire people. And, wait, stop right there. What are you looking around all shifty for? Is it stop and search? Well, hey, I'm just trying to walk away from that lady with the stig and that creepy glare. Where can I find them, the Yuri to buy? Well, it probably ain't too difficult. Let's see there. A sudden explosion tore Hung Lu to shreds as he was peeking around an alley. Speak of the devil, maybe I should have activated their badges earlier. Activate our badges? Just starting off with bang, huh? Good luck, Dante. Let's bring him back. Gotcha, turning the clock now. Wait, you could bring him back? There, the explosion came from that way. Damn, watch the chains of T-Corp. Here to click your filthy dues, eh? Hey, no time to explain, right? Talk about that later.
금방 다녀올게.
그 삶의 마침표를
This Hung Lu, I'm fighting him!
숨통 끊기.
금방 다녀올게.
That clock just bring that guy back to life? TikTok. I'm not paid enough to ask again. Obviously.
한 건 했다. 맛있는 거 준비해줘, 단테. 겨우 이 정도야.
타겟 포착 1시 방향.
가치 없군. 죽어라. 숨통 끊기. 좋아. 생동감이 살아있는 좋은 공간이 됐군. 다음 먹잇감도 이런 식이었으면 좋겠어.
됐어.
빨리 끝내고 밥 먹으러 가자고.
Let's go. Yes. Retreat. Hey, participation trophy. Participation trophy. Is he talking to me? I wonder if did you do that earlier? TikTok, and blah blah. It seemed like you found the time and wounded your friends. I've never seen tech that could rewind time like that. Well, that's trade secret. Ask and you shall receive pain. Fascinating. Aren't you terrified of time? far as I'm aware, there's practically no way to rewind time for a that exists open, unenclosed area. Either that or my studies didn't reach as far as I thought it did. Wait, no, that's actually a very serious problem. I'm very desperate, you know? It's very unlikely that I missed anything. You know what else is a serious problem? The fact that we're wasting our time chatting about inane stuff when they're all getting away. Come on, Dante. Hold on, inane stuff. This is extremely serious. It's important to absolutely incomparable to what amounts to arresting a few small fry and revolutionaries. If it was true resurrection, then the head would have been after your heads already. But I doubt that's what this is. And maybe it has something to do with time manipulation. Certain of it. Maybe it works with the same mechanism as T2 protocol under the hood. Nope, that works only within an isolated enclosure. You can't rewind the time of a single individual. Perhaps they were drawing from elsewhere to inject it into their time streams? That seems a tad more plausible. You're actually rewinding their time, then the visual elements of that process would manifest in different manners. I suppose this means you can't really rewind or skip time either. You can't say all this gibberish and expect me to. The process also seemed to involve a great degree of pain. Oh, it seems like in bad taste to say that it's good news. But I suppose I could say that what I'm about to tell you is somewhat auspicious. I'm going to get into the gritty only if I had to venture into more dangerous places like the back streets, but here we go. Check the other side of your badges. There's a small clockwork knob attached to your badge there. Mind rotating it for me? Class 5 jabbered on in zapping between first subjects and our second. We're reaching out and pointing at the badge we were. Not all fixers specialized in investigations are strong enough to defend themselves in emergency. That is why these special investigator badges are all equipped with the same special function that goes into the suits that higher ranking staffs of teamwork wear. It's called a golden time. If you keep the clockwork wound, it'll automatically speed up the body's natural regeneration processes. Excess wearer is at risk of death. Nothing compared to what you're capable of, but it's quite something. Oh, I don't actually have to turn the clock back myself? Of course, it takes some time for it to refill once its charge is spent. If you run out of its uses, then I suppose it all comes down to you. Dissipation trophy. You'll have to take one for the team and bring them back yourself. I prefer that. Good who. Ready? Let's go after them then. Where'd they run off to? Pretty sure they came this way. Or attack tracks. It's too much time on his boring lecture. Hey, assistant, are you really okay to just saunter behind us like you're out on a picnic? Why would I run? I hate running. Literally your job to arrest the Eurodivian. Think though? My job at this precise moment is to keep my eyes on you and investigate regarding the I'm killing time, not making Eurodivide arrests. You're a T-Corp employee. Okay, fine. Let's say I decide to run instead of walk. I hope you capture those Eurodivide rascals. What then? Corp suddenly stop having problems just because they're gone? Will this place suddenly transform into some kind of humanitarian paradise? Not to mention that, as long as their leader runs free, they'll be back before you. uses than ATA. Kill the act? Maybe? Mr. Sir Assistant should be thankful isn't the only one with Yoshi because kill him. Get him to shut up. We do kill them all. Oh, kill them all. How did he know? It only opens up the room for a worse syndicate to take their place. That happens. That collector friend from Earth might end up suffering from having to stop and search random passerbys. Not to mention that I'll be getting muscle cramps from all the running. Besides, is your friend one of them? Weird, I thought you wouldn't want me to arrest them. Right? I thought Ronnie would be happier to be reunited with you. Well, since it looks like the trail's gone gold, let's go back to the stop and search lady and ask if she noticed anything. The Corp employee we met earlier was standing completely inert, not moving a muscle. Poor woman. I can't believe yet such a hour. The life of a laborer. No. We got her. I can't even hear. That's the Time Ripper's MO. Time Ripper got to her that fast? State of absolute. A death-like state without a thimble of blood on their hand. What a dystopic art. So she may be in a state of stasis watching from outside. For her, this must be as brief as a blink. What do you think it's trying to do? Guys, let's... Crime scene. Not touch the body, I mean the victim. Oh, look! Some sort of spatio-temporal displacement. First phenomenon. Entirely. Is this seriously the time to Rodnia up there? There, up ahead. Looked around, noticing the now familiar sensation of the distortion and caught a brief glimpse of the figure slowly slipping. You stop! Russia, do you think you can catch up? I'm not your hunting dog, but sure, I'll entertain you just this way. Russia's sure moves fast when she finds something. It's been a while since I've seen Nikio. Kind of sprint forward with their eyes fixed on the horizon. Here, only everyone looks down, their necks bent and gaze locked to the ground, watching. I suppose they only ever look up to check the time on the clock tower. There must have been a time when everyone would walk tall. I assume when their time isn't commoditized. I think I know why that is. Because they all learned helplessness. Because they realized that even if they ran till their lungs burst, nothing changed. That doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Yeah, not everyone can run like Marcel. Learning to maintain a stable breathing rhythm is not easy. That's not what I'm talking about. Hey, take a closer look at her face. Remember, it's the same face she making when she shouted, "It's a stop and search." maybe she saw someone approach them for a stoppage search and got ambushed. Ask them when covers. Don't know when. Catch. Are you captured him alive? But she doesn't even look up. A bit different from the mysterious person that got away. He's clearly wearing something different. Besides, he's one of the Euro Divide we are banning. Both are husks that can be cast off at any. Started running as soon as our eyes met. Hey, rise and shine. Ugh! How am I a suspicious one? Anyone would run if someone like you started sprinting after them. That big sword in your hands. I have many, many ways to crush the truth out of you. First, no dismembering. This is the Your Device turn. You will soon regret dragging me down. I prepared this secret weapon just for this occasion. Watch out! But nothing happened. Ah. Alrighty then. One of the 5 greatest inventions of the Your Divide T-Corp branch. The portable, adjustable, frequency periodical lightning apparatus attachment sound wave generator will call every single Your Divide in a range with its exact location. There, see what I mean? See the problem prevalent among them. Never know when to stop when it comes. You'll pay dearly for smacking me in the back of my neck.
금방 다녀올게.
자! 숨통 끊기.
그 삶의 마침표를. 타겟 포착. 1시간.
So what is the full stop line of characters based on?
흑수묘 뒷박질 주문. 가치 없군. 죽어. 가치 없군. 죽어라. 가치 없군. 죽어라.
그 삶의 마침표를. 의뢰비랑 보호수당에서 사용한 탄환값을 빼면 오늘은 제사비로 손해를 메울 필요가 없네요.
Very strong. I love how he's like, contract fee plus safeguard fee minus bullet costs. Just bullet costs? Looks like I won't have to make up the losses. Bullets are expensive? To that degree? This is my favorite of her, by the way. Ryoshu. Wait, is she really good? Funny.
뜀박질 시간.
금방 다녀올게.
그 삶의 마침표를.
숨통 끊기.
타겟 포착 1시 방향.
가치 없군. 죽어라. 숨통 끊기.
움직임이 어설퍼요.
흑수미. 뜀박질
I
중.
really want to get a good Honglu. I can't wait for these dragon characters.
아직 죽지 마라. 가치 없군. 죽어.
그 삶의 마침표를.
금방 다녀올게.
가치 없군. 죽어.
움직임이 어설퍼요. 움직임이 어설퍼요.
Full Stop Guy has gotten this on a lot of characters.
타겟 포착 1시 방향.
Hi, Bina.
가치 없군.
How you doing?
가치 없군. 죽어.
다음 목표로 그 삶의 마침표를.
Well,
랩이랑
birthday is now
보고스방에서
officially over.
사용한 탄환값을 빼면 오늘은 제 사비로 손해를
Doing
메울
good.
필요가
Just
없네요.
suffering, can't wait. Oh. We're trying to get our intervallo done. And I'm getting to watch a full. I'm curious at like what
어머,
that's based on.
부탁드려요.
But we're on our way to Kanto 7. Ugh. After matching various pieces of information, we found defeated your Defy members together. Managed to track down a rundown building that appeared to be their hideout. Finally managed to track us down, haven't you? Chain watches Keyport and you clock. You clock, he says. Elementary, as I, an ace. Ronnie exclaimed triumphantly as she flicked her hair back, but I sensed the smallest hint of uncertainty in her. Yeah, sure, you can. I'll show you my friend code in a second.
Hug 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 big sis Bokath 1 heart.
Yep, we're all ace detectives. This, I'll admit, shouldn't have let you track us down, but you don't look too. It's a foolish move to fight a lion in his. Hope you prepared yourself. Don't you worry about our butts. We got a class 5 staff of us. That man's outfit, that aloof look on his face. I see. It's likely that you're not lying. He really is a class 5 staff. Dude, you're absolutely shameless for bringing up a class 5 watch chain to a rundown island like this. Why does this have anything to do with Shane? I don't know about Shane, but this place sure is run down. Right? How about this? I'll set this one out just for the sake of fairness. It'd be like cheating if we take part in this fight, yeah? That is a fair proposal. Fine, I'll accept your offer. You don't get any say in this? It's what I...
타겟 포착 1시 방향.
숨통 끊기.
그 삶의 마침표를.
금방 다녀올게.
가치 없군. 죽어.
So, what I'm understanding in these fights, if they run away, we're not actually going to be killing them.
흑수며 뒷박질 춤.
Back when you meant. Full stop donkey Gung-Hu going full stop on their faces.
흑수며 뒷박질 춤. 숨통 끊기.
No, I feel canonically that should kill them.
숨통 끊기. 가치 없군. 죽어라.
다음 목표로. 움직임이 어설퍼요.
흑수며 뒷박질 춤. 가치 없군. 가치 없군. 죽어라.
Yugoda. 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 What game is these? Hypon.
좋아.
Welcome to the stream where we
생동감이
will
살아있는
Hypon.
좋은 공간이 됐군.
This is Limbus
다음
Company.
먹잇감도 이런 식이었으면 좋겠어.
There you go. My ID. guess he's saying, but I just failed at getting him. I think I spent 3 rolls on that energy. Or 4. Or 5.
빨리 끝내고 밥 먹으러 가자고.
맞아요.
타겟 포착 1시 방향.
자! 숨통 끊기.
타겟 포착 1시 방향.
할 수 있긴 모르겠네.
아직 죽지 마라. 흑수묘 빈박질 중. 자! 숨통 끊기. 아직 죽지 마라.
그 삶의 마침표를! 그 삶의 마침표를!
흑수묘 빈박질 중. 가치 없군. 죽어라.
금방 다녀올게.
타겟 포착 1시 방향. 움직임이 어설퍼요.
금방 다녀올게. 한 건 했다. 맛있는 거 준비해줘, 단테. 금방 다녀올게.
Posture check.
자! 숨통 끊기.
I'll go get me a Dr. Pepper, guys. I'll be right back.
잠깐만 기다려라.
I just got a Dr. Pepper. Rude. Don't like you guys or anything back. Consume the Dr. Pepper. I will. Yum.
타깃 포착 1시간. 타깃 포착 1시간. 그 삶의 마침표를.
Ah, Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper can be my doctor we need. Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar is the best. I heard there are other flavors of this, but I haven't seen any. We quickly moved to our conversation with the hideout after defeating. They just changed the name of it. I remember there being like another U and an O in there. Yeah. Yeah, there's another I and stuff. An E. Surrender and confess. Starting to run low on patience. Might kill you soon. How could a woman with a mustache look so hot? Don't clip that! Don't clip that! No. Looks like Ryoshi's getting tired of playing detective. We've surrendered already. Not sure what you want us to confess either. What would you like for us to confess? That we're the UVW or something? He hesitated, unsure if he was really clueless or not. That's when Rodnia confidently strode forward and put in an accuracy finger at the road Devai captain. Right, questioning time. You've always hated this nest state of affairs, am I right? I love how he's like, must you really ask such an obvious question? Like inventing and stuff and not registering with the tech agency, don't you? Again, must you really inquire about something you could discern simply by looking around? Oh, mind if I take a gander at these inventions? Wait, don't just go around touching. I see, this hedgehog toy is a time bomb disguised as a plushie. It scans the palm as soon as it enters within a certain proximity range. If it doesn't recognize the palm as authorized individuals, it'll shoot out its spine to penetrate the intruder. You screwed the parts too tightly down here. You do well to remember that mechanical engineering isn't all about tightening screws as hard as you can. Sometimes you need to slightly loosen a screw or two to make things fit better. Nothing. If I were you, I would have made the spine holes hexagon.
Detectives with a trigger finger are 1 in 1,000. That is if you're looking for non-corrupt trigger-happy detectives.
Yes.
Hello Stinky and happy birthday to the neighbor's pet gecko.
I wish they had a pet gecko. I'd be over there all the time. That'd be weird though, wouldn't it? I don't know my neighbor very much. I don't know the sweet old lady to what the one side and the other neighbor, he's a nice guy, and his wife's very sweet too. But like, it'd be weird. It's like their daughter isn't even close to my age. Like really young. I could probably like babysit, I guess. But it'd be very obvious after like 2 babysits who I was there for. Although I'd probably get along with her just as much. But I just love animals. If I were you, I would have made the spines holes hexagon shape, not circular. To left from a quick look. Certainly no common employee. Either way, most of these are experiments, incomplete products of truth. Truth, you like making more dangerous, destructive than you do, right? You really are persistent, aren't you? What are you getting at? I'm sure these violent inventions eventually led to something that completely ricked someone's time away. Wait, what? The culprit behind the case of time-killing time is you guys, right? What you do, isn't it? You see someone that rubs you the wrong way, so you go in and you smash it to bits. That's a bit of a logical leap. What do you think we Yuri Devai are? Looks like this friend of yours and Yuri Devai really messed up big time in the past, Do something drastically violent? No, Sonia, he always knew how to say the right things. Get people to agree with him, to convince them to join his club. His words filled me with this confidence that we could really change the world, that it really was an effort as letting candy slowly melt away in my mouth. What could he possibly do to change the world? He doesn't. Not like these guys. I bet the T-Corp Yuri Devai are nothing more than knockoffs who just found themselves inspired by stories coming out of J-Corp work. It's absolutely baffling how you failed to completely deduce this thing. No, we're not knockoffs. Besides, the thing has already brought many changes to this that you might mere detectives can't dream of. The Saint? Indeed, Saint Sonia was the one who really
Hi cute
sparked
dragon
the fire
bokath one pat.
Hi. And hi potato. Yeah, the gecko would be on my head. Me and the gecko we'd watch all the soap operas. Soap operas. I just feel it's funny to like. Let's be honest, I'd be watching anime. It really sparked the fire of the Yuri Devai in every nest. Well, that isn't really the only reason they call him the Saint, but that's besides the point. Yuri Devai in every nest. Sonia did that? But you claim to be Saint Sonia's friend. Allow me to say, it in no uncertain terms, the Yuri Devai has nothing to do with your case. Sonia, are we supposed to take you at your word? First, we don't have this time-killing technology. We can still time or time pieces, but it's practically impossible to kill time. Making something so absurd would surely catch the tech agencies. And that is trouble that I'm not willing to invite. Why? You certainly been causing ruckus here. Isn't that what the Yuri Devai wants? Chaos? Please don't compare us to the likes of the Backstreet Gang. Though there may be those among us who want that chaos, of course. One of our former members insisted that we must take the abundance of time in T-Corp for ourselves. Yeah, right! Thank you for the raid, Wombat! Did you end your, Terraria? Having fun? Hi, no one. For ourselves and have our comrades divided equally among us. But such drastic action would also hurt the have-nots, those who do not deserve such pain. But we must adhere to the Saint's teachings. To really tear out the throats of the rich, we must wait for the right moment. Right moment. So it really was Sonia. So I've been wondering, are you really the Saint's friend? Of course she is. He even invited her to join his journey. Why don't we leave for now? We can always come back here once we uncover more evidence. Latte says let's leave for now. Are we not arresting them? Didn't one of you give me a whole lecture about how it's my job to arrest them? Rania ignored the assistant's question and turned around to leave the hideout, wearing a dark expression, something I've never seen from her before. The assistant shrugged, and we were about to leave the hideout as well, but the Rania Kanya stopped us. Borough Divide, Captain's. Wait, if you really are the saint of the friend of the saint, then I can't let you leave without giving you some advice as the more experienced detective. I was able to establish a few things from this conversation. Allow me to share them with you. Oh, right, you dabble in detective work from time to time, yes? Is this a common thing that you Yuri Devebu give up to? No, only Yuri Devebu branch in 20 do. Anyway, if I were you, I would start by looking for a common thread that ties all the victims together. Find out what they have in common. Okay. The T-Corp Collections Agency knows everything about time. Where it comes from, where it goes, but not with this case. But they know everything about the comings and goings. How are they avoiding their eyes? How are you avoiding their eyes? Not all of us do. I can't tell you more. However, just know that we have an ace up our sleeve that lets us continue our guerrilla activities. Anyways, does it not strike you as odd that for someone with such impressive technology, they could quite literally rip away time without a trace? Killer seems unusually passive. This tells me that there is a condition they must meet their powers. Another possibility is that they have a certain creed or belief system that they follow. But ideologically motivated culprits leave behind more obvious evidence that points to their belief. Oh, I think that adds up nicely. Want to join our squad of detectives? Who the hell hired this bumbling team of amateur detective wannabes? Never mind. Would you kindly leave this place? Well, we know where the Yuri Deve are. We can always come back if we need.
의뢰비랑
Did you have fun, Wombat?
보호수당에서 사용한 탄환값을
Have
빼면
fun.
아, 오늘은 제 사비로 손해를 메울 필요가 없네요.
Oh, story mode. Time to sit back and relax. Well, then the Yuri device swearing up and down that they've got nothing to do with Ace and typewriters split large. Now what, Ace detectives? But we don't have any other leads. The one who we just talked to left the house, so why don't we follow him? You want to kill that Yuri Devi? Well, looks like not arresting him may pay off after all. I think it's a fair suggestion. Waste of time. We should torture them one by one. Breaks. According to page 155 of Lady Agatha's book, an ace detective must always remain and not shy away from signals. You're already on page 155? Don Quixote gave us this book so that we can all become ace detectives. I've been reading it whenever I can. The Eurodevi's petty time theory. Is that why you're letting them go? Because it doesn't matter. Huh? No, not at all. It's the opposite. I want to see things change. Change? Said that Eurodevi started from a study. But they kept at it slowly but surely, spreading through this. I hear that they've been causing some real trouble in some net. But they find it difficult to get rid of them. You know what the people have been saying here at T-Corp? Running low on time, but burning fuel of Full of frustration, then come join the Eurodebate. Unlike most people who accept justice and bond, they don't. They refuse to turn a blind eye, confident and determined they will one day bring down. Only natural that I find them extremely fascinating to witness. But into what too fast? Stop. They refuse to bring real changes to what into their desperate desires and aspirations lead. Nothing but opens for me. I'm sorry, do any of you give a damn about solving the case? This case has a certain destructive aesthetic to it. I like it. Following my family's elders' words to see and experience as much of the world as I can before I return. Because their words better be followed. That's excruciatingly bothersome. So many things in this world presume that they deserve to call themselves family. I've never heard you talk like that, Ryoshu. Do you ever accomplish such half-heartedness? Don't worry about it. Most people live on without that very half-heartedness. It's been eons since I really desired something with all my heart, you know? No, I'm not most people. I'm Can y'all hear that? Did everyone hear that? Or are we good? Weird. This loud, rapid footsteps broke through Rania's quiet whispers. I knew it. The culprit was a Eurodivy. Yeah. Okay, let's go. Maybe you'll catch them this time. Rania, let's. Rania came to a sudden stop and looked at me. Stared at me from underneath the shadows cast over her eyes. Dante, you think it would be different if I followed Sonia back at the casino? Why do you ask? I mean, it's just watching Sonia's goals actually start to take shape while I stagnated, unchanging. It's making me feel. Rodney has odd. I'll go out and find out what went on in the house. Blah. Right. It was new alarm thing Papa got. Everything's fine. It's burning. You guys are uncharacteristically quiet today. You're late, clock. Two sinners had a head start, but it didn't take them very long before we caught up to them and saw them quietly kneel. We'll go ahead and draw their attention. Should be able to corner them in this direction. Yosha and Honglu are out there. Draw culprit here. Just have to do our part and capture them. Wrong run. Just every time I think about Sonya, remember all the things I couldn't do. That's all. Nope. Not gonna let this drag me down. I just gotta do what I can, right? Wouldn't it be so nice if the culprit showed up right now so I could get my hands on them and get it over with? Ugh. All this waiting around is getting me so tedious. Hopefully I'll look real badass when I... You're certainly recover quick. Now that's a good attitude to have. Well, you know how emotions are supposed to be. Once I change them with the time, you know? Is it now? I don't quite agree. Emotions don't change with time. I'd say the changing of emotions are what drive the flow of time. That's some complicated stuff. I just can't wait to hear all the praises they'll sing on me when I snag this Yuri Deve rascal. No, I want to be a detective. And you'll have your chance. A chance for you to be the center of attention. The subject of praise. That long coat, that hat. Sure. Ronya, Dante, the culprit ran that way. You're the Time Ripper? Correct. Good, it'll take a while for Yoshi to get here. But before we get down to business, allow me to make a few corrections. One, I am no longer bound to an organization like today. In fact, I found their hypocrisy detestable. You know that even the Yuri Deve did not use their hours equally among one another? That's why I've chosen action. 2. I am not killing time. You will not compare my crusade to something so hollow. I merely reap the dying hours, to share them among those who need it most. You may call me the Time Saint. What the hell are you talking about? Shut up and... All this flying over your head, isn't it? You poor little thing, starved for even a morsel of praise. Both a correction of your ignorance and our final one. If you wish to capture me, no us, you must be prepared to pay the price in... Was that an attempt at a threat? You seriously think you can scare me like that? Sure, you're big and scary, Time Ripper, but I got y'all figured out. I know your patterns. There's something staying in your hand, isn't there? Whether it's your creed or some kind of design flaw in your tech. You can't touch my time. But you like this? Effective deductions, huh? Half right. You have given me 2 more corrections. What? I'm not the one killing time. It's you. And everyone like you killing time. 2. Indeed, we cannot rip time away from just anyone. No. But I can take yours. Because you, at this very moment, are mired in tedium. What? Just biding the time, aren't you? Waiting for something to happen? killing time. We're merely talking back the time you would have killed anyway. Ah. That axe, you might carve a small chunk of our flesh, but we will rip a chunk out of your existence. You will stir awake when the clock strikes 4 in 50 years' time, having done nothing, having lived through nothing, all in the blink of an eye. That's when it shall dawn on you that despair will all come rushing in like a flood. The disparity, the unfamiliarity of the time you've killed. Every pain of a reminder of every single second you've killed, thinking about how tedious it all is. So, what are the requirements is you need to be being lazy, basically. Or, I guess, stagnating? That's why I was able to seal that guy that was going really fast. Because they stopped, stared at the clock. And when you're staring at the clock, you're just killing time because you're not doing anything. You gotta keep going. They stopped and did nothing for a bit. Else they would have been attacked a lot more. I think. Oh, I mean, it kind of makes sense. We like that look in your eye. Rania stood there completely frozen. No one could stop the Time Ripper as he walked away from us. Not me, not Rania. The culprit, where are they? I thought I could take them on, but when I came face to face with the Ripper, how could you give them the slip? They threatened her. They were gonna rip away her time. Oh no, and the Ripper knew. They knew how they felt, so... Never mind. It didn't mean that Rania decided not to say it out loud, but she knew that she wanted to say it was tedious. Pathetic. Unlike you, Ryosha, my time is important. I'm not here to make some stupid, pointless observation about the case. I didn't volunteer out of some weird obligation either. I volunteered because I genuinely want to solve the case. Not like you, like either of you. I don't know if that's true. I feel like they all want to solve the case. I think she's being a bit emotionally. Helping all. Instead, she stared at the clock tower in silence as her cigarette slowly burned its way to her lips. I guess that's a relief. Onya, sorry, I think I'm just getting tired of wearing a... You guys are so silent. Are you guys all still there? I'm so used to y'all talking a bit more than this when I start spouting off stuff like this. Rania was always the one to lift the teaspoon when it down, but food among us had gotten so incredibly awkward and cold that it was almost starting to feel a chill in my veins. Guess this is what happens when Rodney is in a depressive mood. We're back at the bus, or you saying, or Gregor were here. They would have at least tried to do something to break the ice. And neither Roshu nor Honglu were the kind of people to be heavily affected by such a frosty mood. We just trudged on with their investigation. Huh. Looks like the culprit got him in the middle. He knew the Ripper. How could you tell? By the look of his eyes, is it obvious? That look in his eyes, it's the kind of look that people have in their eyes when they're getting killed by a rat they know. Why? Why? Huh. What's the... This reset? It reset. That guy's... That's weird. Why did it reset? No reason for it to have reset. How do I... I don't know how to repeat them. I'll have to find it out later. But why? I don't know why. The dead body looks kind of different from the last one we saw, though. Not a dead body either. What is this? Culprit tore his scarf in half. Maybe they really disagreed with his fashion choice? Rory Defy must live like fools in the eyes of others. But they see a path invisible to them. Wouldn't you? Something Sonia once said told me that the scarf was a yoke to hide great ambition. But those with such street must remain bound. But I don't see you wearing that scarf. Not my style. Then chopping the scarf in half would mean that the killer's a former member of the Yor Divide. We should head back to the hideout to ask around. The Ripper got our boss? Are you asking if anyone quit recently? Well, it's not like they formally quit or anything, but there were some who went completely off the grid. Some who wanted to steal the surplus time at T-Court to share it equally among everyone. Yeah, I remember a lad who said something like that. When his younger brother died, he became a bit weak. Anyone want to go along with that plan? There's some, but we shouldn't. We're the Yurdive. We must bide our time until the Saint gives us the word. That's so. Where is he? No idea. Last I heard, it's
Tama.
something like, I'll always be watching you. Creepy, isn't it? But I suppose that means he's still hanging somewhere within the T-Corp quarters. Our bossman's gonna be back to normal, right? He'll always be watching. Fuck. I always burn a cig after I kill. They're always smoking. Because it takes about 4 minutes for the cig to burn all the way through. I get to watch as the light of life slowly burns out of their dying eye. It really enhances the flavor. I'm so far away from my phone that it messed up. 4 minutes. I know that it takes exactly 4 minutes for the cigarette to burn away. But only 2 minutes have passed on that clock tower. That doesn't make any sense. How come no one noticed that clock tower was broken? This isn't a new development, by the way. The moment our little game of detective started, to this precise moment, the clock tower always measured only 2 minutes by the time I finished smoking. Didn't someone say that it's because people have learned to be helpless? I've been waiting for something to get finished for a while. You know how much of a pain it is to wait for something that have too much time in your day. It's so tedious. Maybe you have to have the feeling of tediousness for him to steal it? To have too much time on your hands? You think that's a real bother? Standing guard here? All this stop and search? Yes, listen. What were the first 2 victims doing when the Ripper struck? Let's see. One of them was back while purchasing a 13-flavor lollipop candy. And the other was reading a comic book, staring at T-Corp as its protagonist. I'd say it's a pretty fun read. Are there a lot of clock towers in T-Corp? A total of 12 in the entirety of T-Corp, but just 1 in this. You have to look at time. He didn't attack her. He said he could. Didn't. Right on, detective. What if they slowed down the clock tower? Made everyone in the area feel that same sense of extreme tedium. That's what it was. You can rip time away from people who are poor. Clock tower. I like how Rushia is like half solving this by herself half the time. In this thing. It should give me a nice view to blow smoke at. Oh, here's something I forgot to mention. You know that you need actual evidence to make an arrest, right, detectives? Huh? You have to catch them in the act. Can't go around arresting people just because you feel like it, hmm? What? Do we have to let them attack us or something? Just so we can catch them in the act? Don't you know, he can literally rip the time out of you. One small mistake and you might wake up weeks, months, or even years later. You don't even know if that kind of thing that Dante can rewind. Yes, it's all very tragic. Still part of your responsibilities. You even care about catching the culprit? Or is it learning how you rips time all you care about? Right on again, Ace Detective. I always thought that there were no inventions in T-Corp that didn't know their ins and outs about. You see, I have an intricate knowledge of the mechanisms of every single machinery in existence within T-Corp. I even know about the bizarre contraption your friend back at the jail cell invented while he was here. I didn't want that invention to be held to T-Corp Patent Agency, no. I wanted to watch as it spread throughout the city. Which is why I didn't try very hard to stop him as he escaped through the back streets. It wasn't because I was lazy, mind. But to answer your question, no. In the case of the League of Nine Literatures, I don't care whether we catch the culprit or not. I'm just curious about the exact mechanisms behind how he rips time. It's the nature of being an inventor. Bugabug is so very cute. Go, go. Agreed. How am I supposed to even get anything done with people like you? Excuse me, Mr. Assistant. I have something to ask you. Bugabug is so very cute. Go, go. Hi, Anders. Back when Mersault stood on the temporal scale gallows, didn't the machine beep very loudly? Oh, that percent thing? Yes, it did. You have the intricate knowledge of mechanisms of every single machinery in existence on T-Corp. Then do you know why it malfunctioned? Of course. Why wasn't the gallows able to take 10 billion odds worth of time from Mersault? Was it really because it was broken? What are you talking about? It's statistically impossible for machines of my design to have any faults usually. Then the source of the error must be Mersault. We're all of us, right? Not the machine? Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. You're not only looking at the part, but you also act the part of an ace detective. Couldn't fool me. All credits go to Lady Agatha. She did say that one of the qualities of an ace detective is a mind of a bottomless astral. Please, Maid Summer. There you go. Don't redeem mail right now. I didn't get much sleep, so my throat's very... bleh. I've been reading so much today. Out loud. I don't talk a lot. That was what I was thinking. The Class 5 auditor began speaking again, if to address my concern. I'm not saying I won't cooperate, of course. I may have devised a plan for you, but it may be somewhat simple. I wish I had the money. I wonder if my, I doubt they can. I wonder how much it would take to just have my throat looked at. Do I need to fix my van? Now listen close. Wait, they all get to join? Since this is
걸맞는 곳이어야 할 거다.
책임은 뭐
의로움을 세우기 위해서라면
이 소리는
kind of a Rania thing. Do we go Rania? Go Rania. Rania.
그러든가. 피를 머금을 시간이네.
So, will this really work? I think it's barely a plan. Like something we came up with in the last 10 minutes, but still. Annoying. Is that the front of his face? Is he like looking off to the side like this? Or is that the front of his face? He's, no, because his goggles are there, so maybe. I think so. Hiya! I've been waiting for you. Did you just say hiya to the Ripper? How interesting. Not only did you know I'd be coming here, you also had the manners to extend your greeting. I see, you've been tailing us this whole... Aha! Of course, you were right under our noses all this time, weren't you? You're one of those fools for playing pretend as detectives, aren't you? Killing time. Right. Hey, can you teach me how to make the most of my... Give us your time and we might tell you. What, 30 hours? What is this? A bloody joke? That ain't enough. Just think about all those hours we lost fleeing from the sides. These sides. Could have spent that time ripping more hours from others. I'd say that's only fair that we take 300 hours from it. There's two people inside him. There has to be. Agreed. One of the nest's lackeys, working with those filthy watch chains of teeth. He deserves it. If we let him go, he'll only bring further trouble. Let's show him what happens to those who oppose us. Seconded. Let's extract the exact amount of hours that evenly splits into 12 pieces. Got it. Wait, no. He has multiple personality disorder. If not multiple people inside of him. There's at least 3 or 4 people. Because he keeps changing his idea, but it's not sounded like he's changing his idea. It sounded like he's stating what he wants. Time. So let's stab it as deep as we can go. We don't want to repeat of that fat cat at the factory, do we? We're aiming straight for the center. We're not letting this bastard slip away with just a gash of 100 hours. Silence. I will decide the time. Yeah, he's telling himself silence. We'll stab as deep as we can and rip out 1,000 hours from him. That should be more than enough for us to happily share. Well, I suppose we'll be losing our sense of taste for the next 1,000 hours. We divide the burden of 1,000 hours equally with one another. Yeah, I can roll. I knew it! Multiple personalities. While taking turns to speak. Now, I don't think it's multiple, because he's a distortion, so there is a chance it's multiple people. Because we've seen it, distortions. That or he like went crazy and then distorted, which is also kind of what happens sometimes. So either he has a very powerful multiple personality disorder, where each of them is like physically there on the, or give it the follow, Sneaky Gamer. Thank you. Welcome stream. Oh, thank you for the subby. Or it's multiple people, each like still there, but like combined into one. All taking turns to speak. Culprit wasn't the one who suddenly began to behave strangely. Kung Lu did. His face relaxed into a tranquil look as Suruhi was ready to let something go. Or perhaps that was an expression of liberation. 1,000 hours. Will 1,000 hours have passed in a blink? Yes, there will be no pain. Only the despair that awaits you upon your awakening. Then, I like that. Rip my time away. Didn't mean that, did he? Time Terror Razor, is it? So that's the core of the power that extracts time. It was no invention at all, but a distortion. My, this is highly fascinating. So this is the power that its distortion grants. Powers that one can only dream of. After a lengthy silence, as though the world itself had come to a grinding halt. Why can't I rip away your time? I see. Everything went according to plan. It's all the same. But I think, before I click further, I want to try to see if my theory is correct.
Tell Ari that Ari shall not be so mean to me.
Oh, Ari, why are you being mean to Roy? Y'all were having fun earlier. I think the idea is all of the sinners are locked in time. And all Dante is doing is bringing them back to 12 o'clock, basically. Bringing them back to where they're supposed to be locked. Like, you can hurt them, damage them, kill them. But Dante's like the stopwatch. They can only go so far before he resets them. He's not doing any time of... He's not taking away time nor adding time. He's using the time they have and just replaying it. Or something like that. I'm trying to think if it could be any other way. It's like the kind of way his head reminds me of is a stopwatch. And really the only time you really hear the tick-tock, tick-tock, tick-tock sound is when you're timing someone. So I'm thinking he's actually a timer. It's like his first ability ever we get is slows down everyone else. So they're running at half time. So that's manipulating time. That's like a manifestation of what he believes the clock should be able to do. To slow down and speed up. But his base, like, just regular ability is I think he's resetting the clock. He's literally resetting the clock. He's not taking time. He's not giving time. That's why his ability His base ability doesn't affect T-Corp at all. Because it's not really messing with time, per se. It's just resetting it. I see. Everything went according to plan. It's also... same. I blinked, but the word is just as familiar and changeless as ever. What? Walked right into a trap, daft idiots. Don't you understand? Detectives AOTS. Dude, that's a relief. Had me worried for a moment there.
Tama sleeps in a house with a door, but Roy sleeps outside with the pals bokathedragon dead.
Wow! That's funny. About 30 minutes ago. That's not nice, sorry. Like I said earlier, the temporal scale gallows isn't broken. The error is caused by you. Your time, and this applies to all 12 of you, is already bound to someone else's time. Mine? This caused as a multi-reference error in the temporal gallows, which was supposed to hang your time. So what you're saying is, because we're living within Dante's time, the gallows couldn't hang our time. I had no idea. Well, if that is news to us, all of that is news to us. There really is no way for the Time Ripper to know that either. But once the Time Ripper arrives and tries to
Oh, I got my first Slav. I mean human pal.
Oh. That's when Rania and Rosha get swooped in like awesome people you are and rescue the culprit. And that's how this trap came to be. But what if, and really what if the Time Ripper manages to rip time away? Don't worry, Dante. It's all going to be okay. I wonder how long the racket would last once the news of the malfunctioning clock tower breaks. Wouldn't it be so entertaining to watch as people's trust in the institution of supposedly unerring clock tower crumble? Would it be such a fun show? I'll try my best not to malfunction. TikTok. Hey, participation trophy. I used to really hate the sound of clocks. I don't really know when it started, but I started to associate the noise with the perpetual cycle of pain. Like some premonition that a clock hand shaped blade will one day cleave through a bit of time, if you will. Your noise, it's a bit different. It's kind of the noise that makes me dream up something new, something different. It's not pain. Well, that's why I want to extend my gratitude. Not sure what he's extending his gratitude for, but I want to ask him to do something for me. Dante has a request. Right, request away. I think I've had enough experience to intuit when a big fight's about to break out. I mean, that exact feeling that something's about to happen. It's time for you to return the other sinners. I can't believe they actually kept us in prison the whole time, only to let us out right before they caught the culprit. So how was it, manager? Adventuring with just 3 sinners, was it nice? I trust you have learned your lesson, that my absence was deeply felt. I'm aching all over. Just from sitting inside that jail cell. I don't ever want to go back to a place like that. Right, so that saw the Time Ripper or something? A distortion we must defeat. Alright, what's your mechanic? he has like a time mechanic. He's very, very powerful. Right. Does he have anything else?
Wagon wagon.
Wagon. Doesn't look like it. Right. So obviously
더 처리할 먹잇감 있나?
목을 내놓고 있도록.
엎드리도록.
주라니야, 죽도록 달릴 시간이다.
불가 위야 막아내지 못하리.
가둘 수 없다면 직접 후회를 새겨주지.
따뜻한
직접 나서도록 할까?
unclashable. Inflict time relief entitlement. Get started as used attacking. One down and gain time acceleration. Oh, so you can stagger him real big. Good job, Ariane.
목을 내놓고 있도록. 천탄격발. 목을 내놓고 있도록.
무불아위.
꿰뚫려라.
계속해봐라. 폭풍이 찾아들 때까지. 유라니아, 죽도록 달릴 시간이다.
Yeah. I'm glad I brought a lot of stagger people.
포기하게. 따뜻한
Who's calling me?
너희의 무기로 이 혈투를 승리로 이끌겠다. 흑수며 뒷박질 중. 너희의 무기로
Yeah, I just keep staggering him.
저 발긴다. 유라하니아.
Brothers and sisters, we're in fucking England. Why are we fighting the Lord of Time and Jazz in robotic form? The real question is, why aren't you?
천탄격발.
총알값 아까울 놈.
Uh-oh. Got him angry. I did a triple unbreakable too. Have you ever wept in such deep longing for that extra minute, the extra second you let slip by through your fingers? I've wasted a lot of time. Due to my ADHD making me lose stuff, and me just trying to find it. You wish that your heart would forever sleep. Aren't we on full screen? Did I miss something? Forever sleep, for its every beat was but a painful merciless march of time. Don't suppose you have, because you all have plenty of time to spare. That the time ripper slips into the shimmering portal. A mirror dungeon of the Fathom. It appears to be the same kind as the one we've seen. Ooh, we're unlocking another mirror dungeon? I love this. I've been wanting another one. Something to break up the monotony of the, like, mostly going to the same ones with Rupture. I needed to say that line because, wow, funk dubstep in England was thought this futuristic ass killer with an extendable and whip-like shredding arms is wild. Hey, Dante. Got a question. Occurred to me the first time. Where do all the time that you use, where do they come from? Well, that's... I never really gave it thought to where the time I rewound comes from. All I knew was that when I turned the clock, I rewound the WC. Yeah, who cares, I guess. I wish I could answer her, but it's not like I know how any of this works. I think Dante is like some kind of royalty or something in this world. Like, maybe he has inherently way more time than everyone and stuff like that. Like, so much that it doesn't even matter that he's constantly resetting time. Something like that. I say royalty, it could be like any... Basically someone that would make someone like, what's his name? Come out of the grid work and give up stuff to help him. Something that they can't have dying. More so than, like, their guys won't be revived, but also, like, where are you gonna find someone with that much, like, impossible to count time? He's like a god or a prince that got, like, taken off guard. And that's how he's in this situation. He got ambushed at, like, the one moment where he wasn't paying attention. Rio should quickly cut us down with our brief summary of the circumstances. Not question it further. Your dungeon of the Fathoms. Let's go.
오늘 부끄럽지 않았습니다. 의의를 바로 세우는 데 일조하였으니 내일은 더 떳떳이 살아갈 수 있겠군요.
I love how she... So this is the culprit's fathom. 21 minutes. Time it took from the impact for you to hit the cobblestone. Isn't it about time you quit that Eurodevi thing, brother? Barely have enough time to scrape by, wasting our time building unregistered time collector. Doesn't do anything. Dream like you used to, please. You always wanted to work for the T-Corp patent thing. We're just biding our time, waiting for the right moment, okay? That time comes. But you don't even know when that moment is. What if that moment comes afterward? Why would any of that matter? We're not here to see it. Take the grade 1 inventor certificate exam or something. Make a submission to the inventions. A hefty prize money for receiving the Inventor of the Year award, you know. You know that in other nests, everyone enjoys equal 24 hours. That shows you have to talk too much today. You know that in other nests, everyone enjoys equal 24 hours? Just imagine for a second. If we saved up a ton of money and moved to a different nest, then maybe we'll get to live 24 hours a day. I could get a full night's rest. I'd still have half the day to spend. Wouldn't that be so wonderful? I will. You're gonna have to watch back this stream, Will. I got some theories. I was always full of excuses. For all my hatred of the system, I remained inert. The ignorance as a convenient shield, an excuse for inaction. I knew that our lives would get better if I did get this certified. But I always give the same excuse. I don't have time to take the test. Early morning, my brother came to speak to me. I'll lend you all but 2 hours of my time. That'll give you more than enough time to complete. It ends around 2 p.m., right? I'll meet you in front of the clock tower then. You can give me back the time you borrowed there. Thus, I was given a single day of abundance. The sun still hadn't set when I finished the exam. I had a good feeling about all this, too. Maybe I could start dreaming again. Just like in that old comic I used to read. Dream of becoming a professional event. All things. All kinds of things. The cars rolls in slowly. It's so slow that anyone could step out of its way. Drivers like us, someone who lives 10-hour days. But my brother can't get out of his way. Because he doesn't have enough time. Horns already precariously stretched over a day. Stretched even further. So you are. Slowly, so slowly. Thrown into the air. I run as fast as I can with the time that's given. I fail to reach it. I never could. Nothing changed, no matter how much time I was shared. Because my life was spent in a rush. Because it entirely slipped through my fingers in the blink of an eye. I wandered aimlessly near my brother drew his last breath. If only I could taste every flavor of this lollipop sooner. Man, I can't wait to read what happens next. Somebody knock me out and wake me up when the next volume out? City. Can't wait for them to finally complete the portrait. I hope they capture the little upward flick of the tip of my mustache. It's supposed to look like a bird's wing, yeah? It's so tedious. Waiting for them to finish it. For it to be finished. Yawn. Still 3 in the afternoon. This is one long shift. When will this tedious busy work end? Has too many people so indifferently killed. Our time will come, just like the saint said. I know it's tedious, but everyone feels the same. Stop pestering me about it, yeah? You think I'm happy with this small-time stuff? I'm just as tired as you are of punching those bloody collectors and running away. I was ignorant. I lacked the time. If only I had the time they killed. If only my brother had the time they killed. He would still be alive. Yes, my brother was right. Can't wait for the moment that won't. Now is the time for action. I find everyone so content about killing their time. And now, where a clock may look as through it turns evenly on the outside, clocks that make up the clockwork, but then each turn at a desperate rate. Some live in 24-hour days, some living 4 hours. We are not like the or did they. We know that we must take action. So that's what you've turned yourself into? Within me is a place where all may live in equal hours, our nest. A place for all that felt the very same pain. Your explanation failed to justify your time killing. Yet I am not the time killer. It is the people of the city who have been slaughtering time. No one even took a moment to doubt the clock tower may have been broken. Instead, they stopped at merely complaining that it was a slow day. But they should just pass the time. Killing time. I saved the dying time from their wasteful clutches. Will you still claim that I am in the wrong? I mean, he has a point. Kind of. A little bit. We'll be fine. Just give me 600 cost? Okay. Okay. There was Thunder Ranch! GG. I got Thunder Branch. I don't even need to try now.
야음을 틈타.
I got Thunder Branch. I think I win.
불가 위야 막아내지 못하리. 틈문하군요.
받아볼 테니까. 이쪽 방향이 아닐 텐데. 자, 어느 쪽일지 잘 생각해보라고.
불쌍하게 울부짖는군.
이것밖에 못하는
이건 예상 못했나봐. 사냥 시작.
그렇게 서 있으면 목이 떨어질 수밖에. 받아볼 테니까.
이제 끝내지.
Rah. So we're on to chapter 7, right? Or do we have to complete all of these? I have to throw the watch down. Right. I'll let you guys decide. Where do I go for my first run through of this area? Do I go up and around? Or do I go down to this extra hard fight? I think you're right, though, by the way, Lockline. Both personalities. For every hour of the day! No, wait. Actually... Alright. What do you guys think I should do? I feel like it's smarter to go this way.
사냥감인가? 몸이 끓어오르는군.
사냥 시작.
숨통 끊기.
그쪽 방향이 아닐 텐데. 자, 어느 쪽일지 잘 생각해보라고.
잠깐 기다려.
받아볼 텐가? 전탄격발.
Ripple Unbreakable! Blam!
이건 예상 못했나봐.
불가 위야 막아내지 못하리.
아직 죽지 마라.
훌륭하군요.
이것밖에
끝내지.
못하나? 받아볼 텐가?
이제 깨우치시게. 이제 깨우치시게.
Tama, I found another dungeon. Lemme go unlock fast travel.
Just another busy watch factory. Okay, so this is Trimmer and something else.
의뢰여야 했을 거다. 부탁이 없다면 발톱짝을 뽑을 테니.
Well, that's really good. The Trimmer guys tend to be kind of slow.
실력 없으면 따라오지 마세요. 방해되거든요. 헤어내리.
끊기.
Alright, I'm gonna go eat food. Give me a sec, actually. Let me see if...
자, 어느 쪽일지 잘 생각해보라고. 깔끔하게 몰았군.
그렇게 서 있으면 목이 떨어질 수밖에.
First salt is cutting through him.
받아볼 텐가.
전탄격발. 그쪽 방향이 아닐 텐데.
받아볼 텐가.
가치 없군. 가치 없군. 죽어.
깔끔하게 물었군.
God, I'm trying to make a bad decision. When I get paid from Twitch, what should I get? I say bad decision because I'm gonna owe the money to Geb soon. Number 4 gets piercing. You get piercing? You doing slash. Ooh! That's only one of his attacks, and this is like cool. Yep. Guess he's taking the spot.
라만 차렌들을 뒤엎는다.
Bruh! What happened, guys? Did y'all fail?
자, 어느 쪽일지 잘 생각해보라고.
Boka, you should save and not do the bad choice.
But. I want on sale right now.
헤어내리.
Hi. But I want.
이제 깨우치시게.
Hoodie, and don't be a silly.
But I want.
불가 위야. 막아내지 못하게.
가치 없군. 죽어. 헤어내리.
이제 깨우치시게.
Wow.
뜀박질 시간. 가족을 위해. 꿰뚫려라. 헤어내리.
틈을 끊어.
그렇게 서 있으니 목이 떨어질 수밖에.
따뜻한
불가 위야. 막아내지 못하게.
가치 없군.
가족.
죽어. 이제 끝내지.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by himself. If he hollers, let him go. I'm at the top. Take that smile. And you. Not.
어려울 거 없다고 했잖아, 죽은.
trickle down. Is that this, is that the rupture? Is that the dry chicken breast of Trimmer? It looks like it is. See if the trimmer and rupture combination is good enough.
뜀박질 시간. 흑수무 뜀박질 준비.
The one pierce upgrade.
숨통 끊기.
뚫려라.
그쪽 방향이 아닐 텐데.
됐네.
이것밖에 모르는.
자, 어느 쪽일지 잘 생각해보라고.
불가 위약 막아내지 못하리. 무용하군요.
We're actually doing pretty decent this first time this one. Look at him. He's really getting on my nerves. Oi. Quit hiding us, yeah? Give us a proper view. Damn it, I hoped I wouldn't have to show them my true form. We could be sure if there's multiple personalities in Rivers. I don't think it's multiple personalities. I think it's plural beings. Or if it was truly the voice of the many. We did hear several voices of the varying patches echoing from all corners of the room. I remember Corner grabbed the rifles of his long coat and... Are those brains? Or brains! The heck?
Tama, where are you?
자, 어느 쪽일지 잘 생각해보라고.
틈을 바로 이.
헤어내리.
Trevor! Unbreakable! Blam. Yes, irritating little tricks. Boy, remember what you said earlier. It might be time to put that to use. But, I'm sorry, doesn't that use too much time? It drains too much time from all of us. Shush, my friends. Letting this drag on for any longer will cost us much more in the long term. This attack will surely eliminate them. Think of how much time we'll save by taking care of them here and now. We shall share this burden of time together. Did I already use that? Wait, who are you attacking? Him? Trying to think what I mean.
받아볼 텐가.
Oh! I forgot. He can't steal their time. No. It doesn't make any sense. That had to work. More tricks, is it? Boy, wait up. You took 5 hours from me earlier. What's up with you taking another 3 hours from me? You only took 2 from that side. We'll settle that as soon as we deal with this prison threat. Focus on the battle for now. Deal with this prison threat and win. The 3 hours for... Fight's been going on for too bloody long. I understand this is why we must all sacrifice our collective time to... Nope. Ain't giving ya more than an hour of my time. Take more from rest. I got the short end of the stick last time when the numbers didn't even divide by 12. Shut up about the last time. You're just an uneducated fool who doesn't even understand the basics. Addition, subtraction. Boy, what the hell was that? Who said that? It's the new one, isn't it? We're starting to fight each other. Ah, I get it. You're saying that now is our chance, right?
받아볼 텐가.
아직 죽지 마라.
불가 위야.
I think we finished him off.
다소 즐겁지.
잠깐만 기다려라.
총알값 아까울 일은
Oh, he mad.
불가 위야. 막아내지 못하리. 유용하군요.
흑수묘 뜀박질 준비.
이것밖에 못하나.
you're dead now, buddy. Yep. Only I had 10 more minutes. No, wait. A minute more. A few more seconds, even. Could have changed so much more if only I had the time. Or so I thought once upon a time. So, what did you do? What did you try to change anything? Believe it or not, I'm the creator of every change you see around you. I know. I know, what a burning question is. What changes, right? Because at the end of the day, this place became no more different from the other horrible, horribleness. There's so much pain here. Like any other place in this. Listen up and listen close. Because there's only one way to be truly free from suffering. Stopping time. Stop time. Our assistant's expression turned bitter. He did not elaborate. Well, it's not like he could understand me. And the students were too busy keeping their eyes on the time ripper to relay my question. Like always, the LCA's Special Operations Unit arrived and discussed a few things with me. Labeled the time ripper a distortion with complicated classification. That's how the case of time killing. I'm so happy that you finally caught your perpetrator. Aha, behold, my portrait is finally complete. Isn't it so wonderful? Go slow, everyone. Let's stop being lazy and get to work. Yes, chop chop, You're a silly child, you know that? Our assistant said much earlier was right. T-Corp did not change, not even a little. Why did you volunteer to be the bait for the Ripper, Hung Lu? I'll be honest, I was scared as hell. The moment I began thinking about how my own time could just get ripped away from me, I just wanted to understand. Because to me, the world was full of things I couldn't understand. Proof, I still understand so little of it. Why do people hang on so desperately to something like time? Something so ephemeral. Yeah, but I know one thing. You understood the culprit, Yanya. It wasn't just fear that held you back. While there was fear, a different side of you felt like you could understand him. That's what stayed your hand. How do you know that? Watching you, Rania, reminded me of why I did not resist when my semblance tried to kill me for the first time. I wasn't just scared. I felt as though I could understand them. When fear grows so extreme that it circles back to its origin. That moment is so precious and so beautiful. Alright, lads and lasses. Gather round. We're running a special feature on people who played the biggest role in solving the time-killing time. And for that, we'd like to get a little group photo. Would that be alright with you guys? With you ace detectives? Ooh, what an auspicious day this is! What's up with the long face, Rania? Everything okay? I don't know if I even deserve to be in the picture. I didn't really get anything done out there, did I? Rania, you eventually captured the culprit. It was only possible because we worked together. I'd say everyone did a job out there. Anya, Honglu, Ryoshu, all three of you, good work. You mean Honglu and Ryoshu? I just cowered as soon as I came face to face with the culprit. That was ridiculous. Well, it is said that all great detectives are flanked by great assistants. Ha, that's funny. Is that what this lady Agatha said? No, I said it. Just now. I'm the only one who's allowed to make that LF. Smile, detective. I think she meant to say make that lousy face, maybe? Right. A little closer together. What right did I have to stop those struggling to change? Or how small? But I haven't done anything. That I was the only one who heard her whispering. Right, on one. Hold! Hold! Look. She's executive director, it's time. Ah, my. Thank you for letting me borrow your clothes. I made sure not to get even a speck of dust on it, so don't worry about having to run it through a washer. Chief Executive Director, when did he... It's been so long since I had a day this exciting. Thanks, participation trophy. I just like to experience how it's like outside the company building from time to time, you know? Should he be thanking us for solving the case? Not, you know. Let's see. Aren't you rather competent command of the battlefield? That special ability of yours? Maybe you could even snag the exceptional award. Actually, no. Perhaps you'd receive the distinctive award. Instead, since you can't explain the mechanisms of your own powers. Your clock does seem quite special. But the time that flows through you doesn't seem very different from the concept of time itself. I'm used to. Well, I don't even have any prize money to hand out. Allow me to impart a little tip then. Remember, using the power of time comes with cost. Always. Something that's been a thorn in my side as well. Oh, and another thing I should thank you for. My dream began to flow once again. The day I ventured out the edge and wished upon a star, I felt my dream to have ceased there, never to flow again. I would have wished for something completely different had I had the chance to wish again, but I believe my only chance spent. A star? I don't understand why. Are the stars eldritch gods in this? Like that kid with the scarf. They say that's a sign of someone that has an inauspicious dream. Or it's a symbol of auspicious dreaming. Back to the memory of that star I saw when I made a pact with it. I used to think that the star could never be linked again. That I could never turn back time. Vile men like myself know when their dreams come to an end. When there's no path left to go for the dream to go. But I was wrong. There it was. Something rewinding time right before my eyes in a way that could not fathom. Well, my current hypothesis that you're not actually rewinding time. Potential is still potential still. See what I mean? I'm convinced he's resetting time. I think he's a stopwatch. I think the fire is hiding the little button. Maybe. He's like a royalty or something. Because a stopwatch is like one of the most important types of watches we have. Because it literally is super precise. It knows exactly how long a minute is, or whatever. You could stop it on a second. That distortion that rips time. Another proof that I do not know all there is to know about timing. Not yet. my dream once still has a lake, has become wild as a rushing river once again. Your indifferent, unafraid attitude towards time it also left me an impression. I think day after day about uncaring nature of time. That it will continue to drift on and on. Not even after my death. And on even after my death. I think about how that's so terrifying. I'm afraid of death, yes. But I'm not interested in researching immortality. The full of time is...
Kobold. Dwagon.
The wagon! But constant change. Those who dare tread upon the road of illusion from death and annihilation shall soon find themselves before another wall they had once sought to flee from in the first place. What must one do to stem the change? When the nature of perpetual change itself is tied to immutable things, like the flow of time, one must stop time itself, of course. Yes, indeed, therein lies the conundrum. Until time itself ceases to move, all change eventually becomes a great blow. I'm having trouble following your train of thought. Dante says that they're having trouble following your train of thought. My apologies. Must have been thinking out loud. You must understand how someone who might forget who they are talking to, listener has nothing to say in response, but intermediate ticks and talks. I suppose all that was probably too much for a manager of an upstart business to understand, yes? Does this conclude with the business of the 10 billion odd time decks? You're all exempt. Can you imagine what would have happened if a case like this for you to solve didn't exist? You believe that you almost had to live the rest of your life stretching a measly 4 hours over an entire day? Unbelievable. Little nap and you'll wake up 2 days later. Well, that is... if the 4-hour daily minimum time policy even applied to you. Yes, that is difficult to believe, but I understand then. Oh, almost slipped my mind. Remember that purchase catalog Limbus company had me? That monolith in there? Really caught my eye. I like to purchase them. How many do you have in stock? Wait. What is he purchasing? Who knows? Maybe this will get you that commendation of wherever it is. Understood. Your intent to purchase will be relayed. Monolith, what are you planning to do with the secret? Things yet to be realized must remain shrouded in hearts under this starless sky. Let's go, Mai. Yes, Director Herbert. I love Virgilis's voice, by the way. I have to use it. Company is cooperating constantly. Not only are we providing distortion management, but also dipping our feet into the bills of artifacts, Monolith. I don't believe that Monolith should be so easily bought or sold. I see them as something we should not put up for sale. You do understand the ramifications of artifacts, distortion action. World is... People with the train of fellow and all of those started with intent to do harm. In fact, most of them have begun as an altruistic project for the betterment of... In other words, it depends. A matter of the harsher side with... Look at this. Know my place. Yours as well. We're aware that we do not provide the luxury of We'll both reach what each of us desire. That is a guarantee. With that particular exchange between Faust and Burgilus, the bus sets off on another journey. Oh, you're framing it already? Ever since we returned to the bus, Rania was busy moving between the centers, excitedly to them about whatever subject they were interested in. Quite, Thus, this achievement has been memorized for all eternity to come. You intend to put it up for display? In her hands was the article we were featured in. Don Quixote dedicated considerable time and effort to meticulously iron out the creases, coating it with a thin film and displaying it carefully in a frame. We could barely tell it was her due to the blurring, but she apparently is so happy to be part of the photograph. Much do I desire to hang in here for all to see. This doth carry great meaning. Indeed, as my very first accomplishment, thus shall I place it in my chamber for safekeeping. Boy, you really stoked up a shaky picture of yourself, huh? Oh, don't be a buzzkill, darling. Lita's happy about it, and that's all that matters, right? It matters not, for this is a signifier of our achievements. Yeah, our achievement. Barney was laughing and cheering along with her as though nothing had happened. But it's never been so clear that this cheerfulness was all an act. And I think that pained my heart. Yet I was powerless to do anything about it. The most I could do was clear the air and hopefully divert their attention to something else. Val, can you ask Burgilus where we're headed next? Burgilus, Dante asks. At least when we're talking about our next destination, the past seems to become a blur, even for a moment. That was the intent behind my question.
Come to realize it's about time the manager asks me for some info.
Luckily, I was right. The subject of our next destination was enough to divert the center's attention. They all fell silent in anticipation. Too bad I got more than I bargained for.
It's to the old Dante.
It didn't just clear the air. That statement alone, plus the whole storm among the...
오늘 부끄럽지 않았습니다. 의의를 바로 세우는 데 일조하였으니 내일은 더 떳떳이
We're
살아갈
actually
수
getting
있겠습니다.
silvers now, not bronzes. Yay! Bronze has got to be the most used. I think it levels me up once at level 1 or something. One more intervallo, it looks like, guys. Although I think you guys told me that there's 3 of them for this one. It's a side story. I think we have one more side story and we'll be... on Intervalos, Canto 7.
영 맥이 없군. 겨우 이 정도의 작자들이었나.
I'll get to 200 tonight. Might do a mirror dungeon or two. So this is this supposed to be the mirror dungeon of the current act that everyone else is on? Is Oak still here? Your Virgilus impression is auspicious. Oh, nope. Oak's not available. I don't have a second. No, that was a joke.
Changed category to Nitron.
Okay. Okie dokie. Does anyone else want to join us for a night raid?